That is the only major that we require students to do an internship in order to graduate. For all of our other majors, it's an option as an elective credit, but our journalism students are required to do an internship in order to graduate. Um, there are very specific criteria set forth by the journalism faculty. For example, the students must be working in a news gathering setting, so they can't do a PR internship and get their journalism credit or go do an advertising internship or something like that. It must be in a traditional news gathering, putting together, packages, researching, reporting, editing, all of those kinds of things. Journalism skills they have to do in order to get that journalism credit for their internship.
Of course.
Sure. So the course for journalism majors is Journalism 3390, and it's our internship class, and that is hosted through my office. So what they do is they pay for a class. I enroll them in a course that they pay for, just like any other, so they can get the credit, right? If you don't pay for it, you don't get the credit with the university. So you do have to pay for that. And then they don't go to a class with me 2 times a week, 3 times a week, or anything like that. They go and work at their internship instead and then send me weekly reports. So basically they go and work at their internship and then tell me about it. And that's how they get their course credit. They do also have to write 3 papers during the course of the semester. There also is a supervisor's evaluation that their supervisor fills out at the end and submits to me. But basically, we want them to be immersed in this professional setting, doing hands-on work related to their major, and then I check in on their progress. I calculate and verify their hours and keep track of that for them.
Internships?
Yes, they can. So students can be paid for an internship and also receive course credit. Our only stipulation is that it has to be a new experience. So it couldn't be something that you're doing for a job and then, let's say in the fall semester and then in the spring you've completed all of the prereqs that we require you to have, and then you want to use your job for the internship. We don't allow that. Our policies prohibit that. So instead it would have to be a new experience. So they could stay at the same organization and just take on a new assignment that's different from their job in order to get the internship credit. But it has to be a new experience.
Internship.
So for our journalism students, it varies from each major, of course, but because our journalism students are the ones required to do one, I'll kind of go through those. So everybody has to be at least a junior or senior. They have to have at least a 2.5 GPA, and then they have to have completed news writing. I'm sorry, that is one, but in order to get to these other courses, you have to take news writing. Then it's news presentation 1 and reporting. So basically the reason why we have those requirements in place, those prereqs, is that we want our students to have a basic foundation before they go out and represent the college, before they go out and are working for someone. We want them to have some of those basic skills already under their belt, to have an understanding of how the industry works and those kinds of things. So that's why we have those course prerequisites. So we have, within the Center for Student Success Outreach and Engagement, we have a career counselor, and her name is Cameron Scotchless, and she works with students on basically all things career related. So if a student needs assistance putting together their resume for an internship interview, or they need help preparing for an interview, they don't know how in the world to find an internship, any of those things, Cameron will assist them with that. So it's a pretty nice resource. Just right here, someone dedicated solely to media and communication students to help them perfect their materials, polish their presentation of themselves in an interview setting, and then to also, learn about their search. Where should they look? What kind of things meet our criteria? All of that good stuff.
School year.
Right, great question. So an internship can be completed at any time that we offer course credit, whenever the class is offered. So that would basically be fall, spring, or summer. We don't offer a winter session or a Maymester for the internship class. So those are the 3 main times, the 3 only times they can do an internship for credit.
Their internship.
So it varies between the long semester and the summer, but they have to do 160 hours during the course of the semester. So during a long semester, it averages out to about 12 to 15 hours a week. And during the summer, we can only give credit while school's in session. So that's essentially June and July, which is about 8 weeks. So that gives them 20 hours a week to reach that 160 by the end of summer school. So honestly, I think requiring an internship for our journalism students is one of the best favors we could ever do for them. We're going to force them to get that real world experience before they leave here. Our other majors don't have to do one, but we strongly, strongly encourage it. That's how valuable internships are to helping you, kind of not only figure out what you want to do when you graduate, but also what you don't want to do. That's equally as important to know. So by doing an internship, it helps you figure out what you really like within your major and within that industry you're looking to pursue, and what you don't. And so I think that by forcing, so to speak, forcing our journalism students to do an internship, we really are doing them a favor by ensuring they're going to have that professional experience when they walk out the door here. And we don't want our students to just do one. As many internships as our students can do, that's what we really want. It helps them become more well-rounded, helps them become more confident in their skills and abilities, and again, it helps them figure out what they do and don't want to do in a career.
Great.